Hello friends, today we'll study fault trees. Now what is fault trees? It is generally originated in the aerospace industries and the nuclear power industries to qualify and quantify the hazard and the risk associated with the nuclear plant. Now what are the these are this technique is also used in the chemical process industries. Now we can see what is fault trees. Now fault trees are the detective method for identifying the ways in which hazard can lead to the accident. So these are the analysis technique where backdated data is taken and analyzed. So what happened? So if they will consider any incident that happen in industries. It may be chemical, it may be aerospace, it may be nuclear industries. So they will take a incident or a accident that happened in uh, previously. So they will consider that as a top event and they will find out the various reasons for that accident. So that is nothing but the fault trees. Now fault trees are detective method for identifying ways in which the hazard can lead to the accident. So this is the analysis technique where they will study the accident that may happen in the past, and they will study and they will give the reasons what had caused that accident. So that is a deductive technique or analysis technique. Now we can see an example is given how to draw the fault trees. Now for example that is given is that if there is a tire, flat tire is there in the automobile or a vehicle, so there will be two events for that flat tire. The one is that it is due to the driving the automobile over the debris on the road, such as nails. So it may cause a flat tire. Okay. Then other possible cause is the tire failure. So tire failure means there is a problem in the tire. So there is a two events that may cause the flat tire. So we can see this is the how we can consider. So for with the example we can draw the fault trees. The fault tire is identified as the top event. In this case, flat tire is identified as the top event. The two contributing causes are either basic or intermediate. Now basic events are that cannot be defined further. Intermediate events are the events that can be defined. So for this example, driving over a road debris is a basic event. So and no further definition is possible. That means driving on the debris may cause a flat tire, and the tire failure is an intermediate event because it may result from either defective tire or a worn tire. Now we see that fire triangle. So the flat tire example is picturized as a fault tree in the this diagram. Okay. So this is the diagram for that sequence. Now that event. So top event is written on the top of the diagram. Now what is the top event? That the accident happened. That means there is a flat tire. What are the reasons for that? That the reasons, the circles, the two reasons are there. That means the tire failure it may be there, or the driving on the road debris. So two reasons are there. So the circles denote generally in the fault tree, generally circles are drawn for the basic event. Now we can see the basic event here is the road debris. Driving on the road debris is considered as a basic event. Then rectangles denote the intermediate events. So the tire, that is a tire failure is the intermediate event. That means there will be various causes for that tire failure. We can see the fish like symbol is a or logic function. Okay. So there is a fish like or logic function. It means that either of input events are will cause output state to occur. That means we can see here two reasons will be there for the failure of a tire. It may be tire failure, it may be driving on the, that is a driving on the road debris. So that is how the fault trees are drawn. So generally basic is drawn in a circular, that is in the circular diagram, and the intermediates are drawn in the square rectangular diagram. Rectangle symbols are considered for that intermediate events. Again, we can see fish like, that is OR logic function. It means that either, so what it says that either it may be the cause or it may be the cause. So for joining that, we have to draw the, we have to combine that two events with the OR logic function. Now we can see the flat tire is caused either by debris or driving on the, or either by driving on the debris or on the tire failure. Similarly, a tire failure case can be where there will be two reasons for tire failure. That may be defective tire or a worn tire. Again, they can be combined. So there will be two reasons. Either it may be or it may be. So it may be combined with the OR logic function. This is how the simple example is given for drawing the. Now we can see events in the fault tree are not restricted to the hardware failure. They can be also for software, human and environmental factors. So there is a, we can consider that. Now we can see that for reasonably complex chemical processes, number of additional logic functions are needed. Again, we can see the detailed list is given in the, that is a table. Now we can see the AND logic function is important for describing the process that interact parallel. So for parallelly, we have to use the AND function. That means that the output state of AND logic function is active only when both of the input states are active. Then the inhibit function is useful for the events that lead to failure only part of the time. So for instance, driving over a debris may cause a flat tire or it may not cause a flat tire. So that is for that condition we can use the inhibit gate function. Now we can see these are the different logic functions that are used for complex chemical industries processes. Now AND gate we have seen where the events are parallel, in parallel we can, in that case we can use the AND function, and when the events are in series we can use the OR function. Again, inhibit we can use, it may cause or it may not cause. Now for basic event we have to use a circular symbol. For intermediate events we have to use the triangle, that is a rectangular symbol. For undeveloped event we can use a square shape. For external event we can use a pentagonal shape. Then transfer symbols are given, that is input, in or output. So these are the different symbols that can be used for a more complex chemical process. So that is the sequence, that is the steps involved in that drawing the fault trees. So what we have to do here, just see, we will repeat that. Now for what we have to do here, for drawing a fault tree, we have to first find out the top event, that is the accident event that happened in the past. Again, for that we have to write on the top of the diagram, and below that we have to write the, that is the reasons for that top event happened. So there will be various reasons. So in this case there are two reasons: tire failure or driving on the road debris. Road debris, again there is a tire failure will be caused by, again two reasons will be there. So again we will write the two reasons below that. So again it can be joined by the logic functions. This is how we can draw the fault trees. Now before actual fault trees are drawn, a number of steps are defined. So first thing we have to define the top event. In generally in chemical industry we can write top events such as high reactor temperature, liquid level too high. So these are the various top level events we have to write on the top. So these are nothing but the accident that happened or the hazards that we have to write on the top. Then second point, we have to write, define the existing event. So what conditions are there to be present when the top event occurs? So this is we have to define it. Then we have to define the unallowed events. So these are events that are unlikely or not under consideration at the present. So this include wiring failure, lightning, tornadoes, hurricanes, etc. So these are the unallowed events that may happen due to the climatic changes. Then we have to define the physical bounds of a process. So what components are used? Then we have to define the equipment configuration. So what valves are open or a closed valves are used? What are the liquid levels? Is the this it is normal operation state? So that we have to define. Then after that we have to define the level of resolution. So will the analysis consider just wall, or it is necessary to consider wall component also? So this is a resolution we have to consider. The next step is to draw the fault trees. So first we have to draw the top event at the top of the page, label it as a top event. Then second thing we have to draw to determine the major event that contribute to the top events. So write this downward to the top event. Then we have to identify if the events are intermediate, basic, and undeveloped external. Then we have to draw it below the downside of that top event. If these events are related parallel, so we have to use a AND logic gate. If the events are related in series, we have to consider as a OR gate. So this is how we have to draw the fault trees. If new events cannot be related to a top event by a single logic function, the new events are probability improperly specified. Remember the purpose of fault tree is to determine the individual event steps that must occur to produce the top event. So this is how techniques analysis technique is there to find out the faults that may happen in the past accident. So this is the reasons we have to find out the various reasons for that accident to that happened in the past. So this is the fault tree. Now we can see we have to consider any one new intermediate event. What event must occur to contribute this single event? That means if intermediate is there, it is cannot be defined. So we have to consider that as a rectangular. Again, for that event, various reasons will be there. So we have to draw the different events below that, and we have to join that with the logic gate. So this is how we have to consider for each and every intermediate events. Now continue. We have to do this step continuously until all branches are terminated by the basic undeveloped or external events. All the intermediate event must be expanded easily. Okay. So this is how we have to draw the fault trees. First we have to draw the top event at the top of the that is top of the page. Then below that we have to write the different reasons for that different events that may cause the top event. Again we have to consider the intermediate event. Again, what are the different events that may cause intermediate event? Again we have to draw below that, and this is how we have to consider the fault tree for a number of process. Again we have to consider all the logic functions for each and every interactions. That is how the fault trees can be drawn. Now we see one example of a fault tree. So this is a reactor with a high temperature alarm and a temperature controller. So this is the example is given. For this, what is given in this is there is a reaction is taking place in the reactor where it is a reaction is exothermic, and for maintaining the reaction temperature, cooling system has been installed by a coil where the coolant is continuously fed to that coil, and it is continuously taking out from the coil. So this is the simple reactor example is given. We can see cooling water is given, and it is provided to the reactor where it is maintaining the that is the temperature of the reactor. Again, controllers has been installed, alarms system has been installed, thermocouples are installed to measure the temperature of reactor. So this is how the example is given. Now for this function we have to draw a fault tree. So for this, what we have to do, first step is to define the problem. The top event, what will be the top event? If cooling system is not working properly, what will happen? Top event will be damage to the reactor as a result of overpressuring. So how overpressuring will take place? If we increase the temperature, pressure will also increase. So that is how the top event will be considered. So if overpressuring is there, the chances of runaway reaction will be there. So that is the top event they have considered. Now what is the existing event? High pressure process, high process pressure. Then unallowed events will be failure of mixture, electric failure, wiring failure, tornadoes, hurricanes. So these are all the unallowed events. Electrical storm, and we have to consider the physical bonds, then equipment configurations, solenoid valve open, reactor feed flowing, all these things we have to consider. Then the level of resolutions. Now after that, what we have to do? First we have to draw a top event on the top of the page. So here is the overpressuring of the reactor, that is the top event. Then failure. So top event must be occur. Top event is drawn on the top of the page. Then two events must occur for overpressuring. So failure of alarm indicator and failure of emergency shutdown. So this is the two reasons for that top event to occur. So these events must occur together, so it must be connected by the AND function. So we can see here two reasons will be there: failure of alarm function, failure of emergency shutdown system. So this may cause, they will be parallel, so we are using a AND function, it is connected by AND function. Then the alarm indicator can fail by failure of either pressure switch 1 or alarm indicator light. So this may be connected by OR function. So with this will happen by the two reasons. So we can consider, we have to write that below that, and we have to consider with the OR function. Then again, the emergency shutdown system can fail by failure of either pressure switch 2 or a solenoid valve. This must be connected by the OR function. So this is how we can draw the OR, that is fault tree for the. So this is also the failure of an emergency system, there will be two reasons for that: pressure of switch 2 failure, solenoid valve failure. Again they can be considered, it can be connected by the OR gate, OR function gate. So the complete fault tree is given by this equation, be given by this diagram. Now what is P? P is nothing but the probability of that failure to occur per year or per time, and the reliability, R is nothing but the reliability. So we have to write that also in that sequence. So this is how the fault trees can be drawn, and we have to analyze the system. So analyze the system is nothing but you have to analyze the accident or the incident that happened previously in the plant. So this is the use of the fault trees. Thank you.